And so I took aim and fired. And so I said I took aim and fired. And just as planned, the vial of godly, I would say, perfume rolled down to me. And as I grabbed it, I knew I had fulfilled the quest which the Lord himself had put before me. And I made my way back into town, punching the air in front of me to exercise, and realized that the furs that I am wearing are lighter colored than my skin. Also, it gave me something to do as I walked and thought about all the strange things I had seen. Who in their right mind would steal a bottle of perfume from a church and then throw it on the roof of an abandoned fisherman's house? Quite silly. But then again, that was the kind of world that I found myself living in. I would have to make do until I could find a saner place to which I could transfer. As long as my... my charisma has improved. I have also managed to gain a level. I shall increase my strength and my endurance. And my agility. Having completed everything I needed to in the Chapel of Eredin, I thought about where my master would be, the one to whom I had to deliver my letter. Perhaps I am at the wrong abbey. Mayhaps I have been confused. I looked around on my map in an attempt to find a sort of abbey, but could not find one. And then I thought and remembered that I was given a letter. First, you must reach the village of Gilead. Stay on the road and follow the signs. Leave Gilead by the path going east. The sanctum lies on a plateau, so the road goes steadily uphill when you arrive at the sanctum. Continue. So, I have made progress towards becoming a learned man by reading a letter. Indeed, soon I shall become quite a genius. Yet another man who seems to hate these Atron very much. Perhaps this is an empire built on hate. Hate of all magic users. Sounds about right. Most empires are built on hate. As I wandered through the town, I thought of what had become of that little boy who had so kindly shown me to this place. I found someone dressed like him, but in fact was not him. And I thought, where could that little bastard have gone? While thinking about that little son of a bitch, I decided to gather some more mushrooms. There's no such thing as too many mushrooms, and in the past, mushrooms have brought me a great deal of profit and prosperity. I could not enter the forest shack, but I did find the young man.
Da wären wir. Die Abt.
So. Porum has said goodbye to me. Oh, poor him.
Hoffentlich endet.
He's such a hippie, wearing a headband and hoping war's end. What a naive young man. It's so good to see after all the chaos of this world that a soul can be so untouched. I went through the cemetery and gathered the mushrooms that fed upon the festering corpses of this town's once beloved or perhaps once great citizens. I did not feel guilty, because guilt is for the weak. I decided to enter the tavern, the stereotypical place of adventure, and see if I could perhaps find something for me to do while in this little nick of the woods. There was plenty of free booze out everywhere, but I felt that I would get in trouble if I were to perhaps steal it. I also went upstairs to find a wooden door that opened in such a way that it was quite impossible to get into the room. Yeah, no, I don't care enough. I quickly skimmed another book and learned exactly nothing from it. I also saw a most beautifully carved chess set. Perhaps I could challenge this wench to a contest of wits. What can I do for you? Well, actually no, you're old. Never mind, you can't do anything for me. Sorry, not a mother fetishist. See ya. Now what about this young man?
Seid ihr gekommen, euch
This man can teach me the skill of blade, as well as the skill of being a marksman. It appears I have run out of gold to pay this man for my training. However, he has increased my blade skill significantly. Perhaps soon I will stop being such an apprentice and blossom into the true flower that my mother always told me I was.
Seid ihr gekommen, euch...
Yes, well, as it turns out, I needed far more gold. Polish my lance, says Knight Roland. I wonder if mayhaps he be making an innuendo, for surely a knight of his stature would not. Ah, yes, the hint at a quest that I have already completed for the god Erden. Oh, so this is the Abbey. Ah.
Bruder, ein Glück. Kommt näher, es muss ja nicht jeder hören, nicht wahr?
What are you raving about, man?
Also, will nur Hilfe. Da lebt so eins hier gleich in der Nähe. Unmittelbar hinter diesen Wänden. Stellt euch da. Auf jeden Fall lässt mich dieses Gescharre nicht ein. Das Wildschwein versteht. Wir beide werden es erlegen. Kommt ihr mit, das Wildschwein? Oh, geht.
So, this crazy young man cannot sleep at night because of a bear or a boar. Whichever, really. And so, due to this boar, I have to go and help him. What a bore. Har, 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 har. Wasabi indeed did not have much to help me on my adventures. However, it did have a good amount of books that I could quickly open and close for knowledge and science. I also wondered if parchment counted. Ooh, a nice peaceful cheese wheel and some shears. I was quickly becoming a learned man by reading all of these books. In the drawers I found yet another mortar and pestle that I could add to my growing set, as well as many apples in a bowl. This bowl I would sell to a merchant for great profit. Further I explored the high priest's chamber, the more I liked the man. Clearly had a sense of style, hanging carpets from his walls. As well as having very easy to unlock cupboards. That is always a bonus. Always. If you ever want me to like you, just make your cupboards really easy to unlock.
Ja, Bruder?
Yes.
Ihr müsst zur Armee?
Oh.
Wenn ich euch aber noch eines raten darf. Außerdem möchte ich werde euch stets in meine Gebete einschließen. Lebt wohl.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh. Alright. So. An old bow, yes. An old bow does much better than a leather-covered bow in combat, so I guess it shall take it. Perhaps because it is old, it has proven its worth. Anywho, I had found more arrows and another health potion while searching through this place, as well as more parchment. There really was parchment quite everywhere. This man also kept on following me incessantly. Oh, that pig. So, as it turns out, Alucard the Alchemist is in fact a man, a priest, who worked in this here Abbey, under that old dude over yonder. And sadly, I do not know who my mother or father were, and I've never really been outside of this place. What a sad existence I have lived. Truly, my amnesia and delusions of grandeur took control of me while I was in those tunnels, inventing a story about a wife and having a life. Ah, yes. I found about well, there should be a chest at the foot of my bed that I can re-examine for clues. Specifically this one. Perhaps I could take this painted picture and look at it closer. So, I drew this picture of the Abbey and put an X on the lake. Perhaps I shall go and explore that later, but for now, I shall take a nap. A good, properly long nap. Goodbye, folks.